Adaptations of the work of author William Gibson are as rare as unicorns. In fact, you have to go back more than 25 years for the film adaptations of Johnny Mnemonic and New Rose Hotel. The author has written a few scripts for TV, and there was a graphic novel a few years ago, but the sparsity is notable. Yet, almost since the release of his first novel, his magnum opus Neuromancer in 1984, have there been attempts at creating a film adaptation. The last person who tried was director Vincenzo Natalie 20 years ago. Natalie of course directed movies such as Cube and Cypher. Now we have a series adaptation of The Peripheral, a novel released in 2014 that only recently received a sequel. The series has been created by Scott Smith, Jonathan Nolan, brother of Batman director Christopher Nolan, as well as Lisa Joy. The latter two of course created the fantastic series Person of Interest and Westworld. Both have also shown prior interest in the works of Gibson. The first two episodes of The Peripheral, released on October 21st, are directed by none other than Vincenzo Natalie, who also acts as executive producer. The trio of Natalie, Nolan and Joy have succeeded in creating a high-concept adaptation of The Peripheral. High concept in that the world of The Peripheral, set in the future, is fully worked out. It is a world which takes into account technological progression and makes them usable. Examples include 3D printed stores, haptic feedback virtual reality and implants. Of course, in true Gibson style, there is also plenty of dystopia. Wars, diseases and gene modification have done little good to the economy and the environment. Watching The Peripheral is thus a deep dive into a potential future, not unlike the recent Lisa Joy directed movie Reminiscence. Besides the creative staff from Heaven, The Peripheral also sports a stellar cast. They are led by Chloe Grace Moretz as Flynne Fisher, a young woman living in rural US who earns money working in the aforementioned 3D print shop with a side hustle as a virtual reality gamer. She and her war veteran brother Burton, played by Jack Reynor, try to earn a living so they can support their ill mother Ella. One day Burton receives what he assumes is a new VR set from a company for testing. However, as Flynne is the better gamer, she tests the rig. The system transfers her to what she thinks is a photorealistic online version of London. There she obeys the voice of a woman known as Alita, played by Charlotte Riley, and kills a woman in a car. Flynne assumes it is just an NPC, a non-playable character. However, viewers start to suspect that this London is in fact very real and that Flynne's mind has been brought forward to the year 2099, more than 60 years into Flynne's future. Testing the rig also appears to make Flynne ill, as her experiences appear realistic. In Flynne's present, she is contacted by a man known as Will Neverton, played by Gary Carr, who warns her that assassins have been hired to kill her, as retribution for a break-in she was part of with Alita. It is timely intervention of her brother and his army vet colleagues that prevent her from being killed, and so starts Flynne's journey proper. Numerous questions arise. Who hired her to test a VR rig? Is she really being transferred to the future? And who wants to kill her? Wilf has some of the answers for her, but he appears to be on a quest himself trying to find Alita. In the year 2099, he is recruited by Lev Zubov and his associate Ash to find Alita, but the risk Lev and Ash form is palpable and they are not telling him everything. This series is also overflowing with secondary characters such as local criminal Corbell Pickett, Burton's friend Connor Pensky, police officer Tommy Constantine and Flynne's friend Billy. I think it will take all of the 8 episodes of this season to properly flesh out every character and storyline. I think the creative staff are gambling on the fact that an audience that enjoys shows such as Lost, Westworld and The Expanse is capable of memorizing every detail or will watch episodes repeatedly. If not, then the Peripheral might have hit upon its first and foremost stumbling block and fail in enticing its audience, but such is the nature of adapting a novel from William Gibson faithfully. Its many details and nuances become a pitfall. After watching 2 episodes of The Peripheral, I have become fully engrossed in the story. The palpable mystery around time travel and the healthy skepticism some characters show towards that possibility mean that the show does not jump the shark. However, I am still at the moment figuring out who is who and what do they want. This adaptation is not light on characters, present nor future. However, instead of giving us in-depth backgrounds, as some shows might do when they introduce characters in successive episodes, we get a feel of what a character is all about. Almost instantly, the viewer will sense if a character is good, bad or up to no good. Those characters in the future, such as Lev, Ash and Alita, remain inscrutable, something Flynne also senses. As such, they are to be treated as liars who can't be trusted. No doubt it will be a pleasure to uncover such a patchwork of characters and intertwining storylines. But it is the production quality of the series that really stands out. Of course, little else is to be expected from the creators of Westworld. While the near future reality of Flynne is impressive enough, it is 2099 London that truly stands out. From the bizarre monumental statue buildings to the gleaming road surfaces and shiny service robots, 2099 London is both creepy and impressive. Initially, when the viewer only suspects Flynne has been transported to a VR version of London, they see all kinds of tech to confirm this opinion. From vanishing motorcycles and doors to basement aquariums filled with whales. Everything seems to suggest a virtual reality until the viewer starts to suspect that everything might be real. So, there you have it, a wonderful adaptation of a novel by William Gibson. So far it has met all of my expectations and in some ways, such as set design, exceeded them. Chloe Grace Moretz is captivating as Flynne. This role can really help her career, which has been somewhat sporadic since I saw her in Kick-Ass in 2010. The creative staff have gone out of their way to really immerse viewers in the world. In one particular scene, Flynne's future avatar undergoes unwilling eye surgery. It is a scene painful to watch for the viewers and reminds me of the involuntary dismemberments from Cube and the brainwashing scene from Cypher. In another scene, Flynne has finished a conversation with Wilf, Lev and Ash, but her lifelike avatar remains semi-responsive as it is controlled by an AI. It was creepy to see it observe the conversation between the 3 of them with a detached interest. It is small touches like this and many others that made watching the first 2 episodes of The Peripheral so special. Right now I give this series a very firm thumbs up and I suggest you go watch it on Amazon Prime. I hope you enjoyed my review of The Peripheral. Please hit the like button for this video, that will really help me out. If you want, you can also hit the subscribe button to see content just like it.